new technology that lets musicians control sounds using motion was center stage at the National Association of Music Merchants annual trade show in Anaheim, California. Japanese company Shikumi Design showcased the Kagura augmented reality system. It says can turn anyone into a musician using only body movement and gesture. Kagura lets users trigger samples and loops by pointing at icons on a computer screen using gestures captured by the computer's webcam. The icons are programmable so any sound can be linked to any icon. Two European companies, Francis and Hansia and Genki from Iceland, narrowed the focus of motion control with musical instrument digital interface controller rings that allow musicians to manipulate musical effects using hand gestures. Hansia's ring is designed to be used by keyboard players who want to shape the sounds they are playing while they are playing without having to remove one hand from the keyboard to turn a dial or push a lever. Rolling the hand from side to side while wearing the ring modulates the pitch of a note, moving it up and down modulates the volume.
The problem is, for certain people, is that when you're going to have to play and you want to change the musical effects, you're either going to have to reach with one hand on the knob while you play with the other one, or you're going to have to do it afterwards. So record it first and then modify it. One of the power of this ring, for one, is that you will be able to modulate and change the sound the way you want while you're playing it.
Looking beyond the keyboard, Genki's wave ring can now be used with any electronic instrument or can trigger and manipulate sounds using a digital audio workstation.
The auto filter using this motion, and the volume of the bass with this one here. Performance is it's of course a really visual way to kind of communicate something that's maybe happening in the computer or somewhere where you can't see it. But while not performing live, it can also enhance what you're doing when you create music. So it gives you an extra layer of creativity on top of the instruments you already use.
Manipulating sound in a more traditional way, but for a less traditional audience, is the Blip Box, a fully functional synthesizer for children. In a bright primary colored casing with flashing lights, the Blip Box allows children as young as 3 to create new sounds by using the toy's buttons, knobs and levers.
So the emphasis is really on designing the sound waves and working at the level of the oscillators and the LFOs. So it's sort of it takes care of playing the notes. So it's sort of playing the notes for you. The real fun is getting in there and really, designing the sound wave itself.
On the more traditional side, but utilizing cutting-edge technology, 3D Various showcased its 3D printed violin. Creator Laurent Benedict said, "The violin's body is printed in one single piece and the design optimized for weight distribution."
All the transparent parts you can see here are 3D printed in one single piece, and it gives a special sound, a warmer sound, which people like to play classical or electrical rhythm.
Over 100,000 attended the National Association of Music Merchants annual trade show with over 2,000 exhibiting companies.